All right, ladies and gents, I think we're just about ready to get things rolling today. Yes, everything looks good. Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of my series of Come Hang Out live streams. Hopefully you guys are having a pretty good day today. Today is episode number 160, the stream of Lilly. Lilly is not here because she's not here. Make of that information what you will. Where is Lilly? Certainly not dead, right? Nah, she's still kicking. She's still hanging around somewhere, right? In terms of our streaming schedule, let's go over that really quick before we get any further into the stream. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and as always, I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream for whatever reason, I will let you guys know via the community tab as per usual. In terms of today's stream, as I mentioned, today we're going to be doing another one of those tournament bracket things. We're going to get started with that in a couple of minutes here, and that's the plan for today. Tomorrow we're going to be doing another casual stream, and on Friday, as usual, we have Ninjago trivia to look forward to. So that's the plan for the rest of this week, and today as well. Today we're doing a tournament bracket. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. We will begin that in a couple of minutes. Until then, how are you guys doing? How are your guys' days going? Today is Wednesday, the 22nd. Yeah, how are you guys doing? I'm going to take a sip of my water really quick as I let you guys type that out. Let's see how you guys are doing first before we begin. There we go. Ooh. Let's see. Doing good. Nice. Awesome. Amazing. Cole approves of this stream. I hope so. The stream of Lilly sounds like it'd be right up his alley. Unfortunately, he's not the thumbnail, though. It's not his turn to be the thumbnail. That actually comes tomorrow. Melting, it's really hot. Yeah, it's actually a little bit cooler here today, so I'm kind of happy about that. Yesterday and the day before, it was really hot here. We were actually under a heat advisory because it was so hot outside. Today, it's still not cold, but it's cooler than yesterday, so I will take that. Doing well. Nice. It's Oni time. Oh boy. It's Oni time. It's like Morbius. It's a Morbin time, only it's Oni time. Imagine that's what Garbodon says to Lilloyd before they train with their Oni powers. There you go. Yeah, we can't say you drink Nia anymore. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that joke is kind of redundant now because Nia is no longer a water elemental. She's back to being her normal human self. So the joke, oh, haha, you're drinking Nia. Yep. I don't know if that's going to fly anymore. We're going to have to come up with a different joke. There you go. Waiting for Nauticon to show up in Miss Marvel. Yeah, Miss Marvel, they were talking about gins and whatnot. And I was like, oh boy, here comes Nauticon. I'm sure every Ninjago fan watching Miss Marvel kind of made that connection too. Hopefully Nauticon shows up at some point, right? We could only hope. You're drinking Niad. There you go. That works, because Niad is still a water elemental, right? She's still one with the sea. Why don't we do that instead? Instead of drinking Nia, you're drinking Niad. Haha, there you go. Yeah, that joke still works. There you go. I'll take that one. That's a good alternative to the drinking Nia joke. Not too shabby there. Did Garbodon seriously reveal who the Crystal King was in the trailer, or is he just an ally? I'm not super sure about that. I mean, by context, it does kind of seem like he's talking about the Crystal King. I mean, the Crystal King being the Overlord, it kind of makes sense, right? But he very well could have been just talking about the Overlord in general. Maybe the Overlord exists in Ninjago crystallized in addition to the Crystal King. I don't know. I feel like he's going to be an ally, though. Like, Garbodon is definitely going to be on the side of good this go-around. Thank goodness. He's going to be a good guy, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Favorite crystallized episode so far, gotta go with let's see, Benefit of Grief. Yeah, is that episode 10? The one with Sally? Yeah, that one. That one's a lot of fun. I like that one quite a bit. Lots of really cool stuff going on in that episode. Have I seen, oh wait, where's the part 2 trailer located? That's what I'm looking for. Where's the part 2 trailer located? On the LegoCon archive. You can find it on there. It's about, what, 50 minutes in? 45, 50 minutes into the stream. There you go. You can find it on there in pretty high quality too. The comment that I was about to read was, have I seen Generic Stud? I have not. I don't watch his channel. I don't watch his videos. So I haven't really seen his stuff, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it, of course. I just don't like to watch other Ninjago-ish YouTube channels. I don't even know if he does Ninjago videos anymore. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I just haven't seen his stuff. Let's see. 40 away from 200. Get that face cam ready. It's all ready. It's probably not going to be the best quality webcam ever, but I'm going to try my best with that. I'm going to try my best with the face cam for the 200th stream. I imagine it's going to be a pretty interesting time, all things considered. Let's see. Why do you love Sally so much? I just like her character. I find myself relating to her backstory quite a bit. You know, wanting to move on, but also not knowing what you want to do. I mean, I can kind of relate to that. I feel like Sally is just a super relatable character. I liked her motives. I liked the episode overall. And I also liked how she reconnected with her parents towards the end of the episode. That was really sweet. I liked it quite a bit. I like Sally as a character. I don't find her annoying. I know a lot of people find Sally obnoxious. I'm not one of those people. I feel like characters like Fugitive, Dareth, they are much more annoying than Sally is, if I'll tell you that much. Season 12 pictures. Sure, we can do Season 12 for a little bit before we dive on into the tournament bracket. And my kitty cat Momo is here. Hi, Momo. Haven't seen you all day. And then you come with the stream. You're like, hello. You're streaming? All right. Time for me to ask for attention. For those that don't know, I have 2 kitty cats, Waffle and Momo. This is them. They are super cute, and I love them very, very much. They're the bestest kitties in the world. Why do I hate Dareth so much? He's just annoying, obnoxious, doesn't need to be there, useless, a waste of space, a waste of time, waste of energy, etc., etc., etc. I will say, Dareth's voice actor, he's a pretty cool guy. I like him quite a bit. He gives him a good voice, right? He gives Dareth an appropriate voice. That's the type of voice that you'd expect to come out of Dareth, for sure. I know there's a lot of Dareth fans out there, though, so I know I'm kind of in the minority when I, talk about how much I dislike Dareth, but, you know, I can have my own opinions. Might be a kind of a hot take on the part of myself, but whatever. There you go. Found a couple of hot takes now that I can actually say comfortably are Ninjago hot takes. Dareth is a bad character, and I think Lloyd and Harumi is a good ship. Oh no. Blasphemy. There you go. Those are my hot takes. I finally found hot takes. It's awesome. When is Lloyd's birthday? That's a good question. When is Lloyd's birthday? Probably at some point in the year, right? One of the 365 days, I'd imagine, unless he has 2 birthdays in a year. Not really sure how that would work, though. Am I going to do a video talking about my top 5 expectations for Crystallized Part 2? That could be a pretty fun video to make. I haven't planned on making a video like that, mostly because I'm not really sure when Part 2 is going to drop. Could come out tomorrow, could come out 2 months from now. I'm kind of paranoid about that. I've kind of been paranoid with a lot of my recent uploads, but maybe I could do that at some point here. I'd probably want to do that sooner than later, though. You know, that way if Part 2 does drop randomly in the middle of the night, you know, Friday evening or whatever, I'll be a little bit more prepared, I guess. I don't know. I'm just kind of paranoid with my uploads because I'm not sure when exactly Part 2 is going to drop. Could be tomorrow, like I said. Could be at some point towards the end of the year. It's hard to say. Did I watch Doctor Strange 2 today? Yeah, they put it on Disney Plus, and you bet I watched it last night. Watched it when it dropped, and it was a lot of fun. It was a really good time, really good film. It was fun watching it again after not seeing it for a while, after I saw it in theaters, twice in theaters. I will say, rewatching Doctor Strange 2, I still like it. I'm not sure what a lot of people are talking about in regard to them not liking it. I mean, if you don't like it, that's totally fine, but some of the criticisms of the movie, some of the more popular criticisms, I'm just not super... I just don't agree with those, you know? I like the movie. I think it's a lot of fun. I like it quite a bit. Easily makes my top 10 MCU movies. For sure. I think it's about time to dive on over to the tournament bracket, though. Right, Momo? Yeah, Momo? Momo's here, too. She's like, yes, let's do tournament. All right, let's do tournament. Let me get the chat open on my phone really quick. All right, let's do that, and then we can dive on into this tournament. I think you guys are going to like this one today. I put a lot of work into this one. Lots of effort, lots of work. Let me go ahead and push my computer back a little bit. There we go. Do that. Put my phone right there. If it'll fit there. No, gonna have to put it right there. Actually, put it over here. All right, so in terms of the bracket for today's stream, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump on over to my screen share. I went through the website IMDb. Not sure if you guys know what that is. It's kind of like a movie slash TV show sharing website where people rate movies and whatnot, rate episodes of TV shows. And I went through and found the lowest rated Ninjago episodes, or at least some of the lowest rated ones. And I decided for today's bracket we could do a tournament to figure out which episode is the worst one.
You to do this,
Thank you, Jose, for the $1.99. This is the 13th World Tournament. Indeed, it is, Jose. Thank you very much for starting off the donation train. So yeah, these are some of the lowest rated Ninjago episodes on IMDb, and I kind of figured we could vote to figure out which episode is by far the worst one of these selected 16. So you guys can't really see the text, but I will explain which episodes are which. Text is kind of small. I will just run down from this side, then we'll go over here. So in terms of the lineup right here, again, you don't have to agree with these. I don't agree with some of these. These are just some of the lowest rated ones on IMDb. So we have A Line in the Sand, Blackout, Wasted True Potential, The News Never Sleeps, The Absolute Worst, that is Ninja Ball Run right there, Rise of the Snakes, episode 1 of the entire series, Pirates vs. Ninja, that one makes sense for that to be on there, Scavengers from Hands of Time, Craig's Lament, The Kaiju Protocol, Snakebit, for some reason. I was kind of surprised to see that one rated so low. Double Trouble, Snaketastrophe, Dungeon Party, and what is this one? Darkness Shall Rise. So, that's the plan for today. We are going to be talking about which episodes are the worst episodes. What we're going to do is we're going to be putting 2 bad episodes against each other, and you guys will vote on which one is your least favorite. So that's what we're going to be rolling with today. In terms of the first one, the first matchup, we have A Line in the Sand or Blackout. So a bad episode from Season 7, apparently, versus a bad episode from Season 3. I imagine the reason why Blackout is rated so poorly is possibly due to the love triangle. That's when that whole thing started, so let's go ahead and roll with that. So How'd you choose these episodes? These are the lowest rated ones on IMDb. I just went through and picked the lowest rated ones. And a lot of the lowest rated ones kind of match up with what Ninjago fans have been saying. There are some surprises, like I said, like Snakebit. Yeah, I don't think Snakebit deserves to be on here, but whatever. I didn't make this up. Which episode is the worst? I'm just going to say, or which episode was worse? There you go. We're going to decide which episode is the worst one of this entire selection. So we have A Line in the Sand. A Line in the Sand or Blackout, just to kick off this tournament. Yeah, like Darkness Shall Rise isn't too bad either. I can understand for the most part why a lot of people would rate these pretty low, but in terms of like, yeah, Snakebit, Darkness Shall Rise, they're not that bad. Those episodes aren't terrible in my opinion, but in terms of these two, take a vote. Which one is your least favorite? And my dad just sent me a text from the Ring camera up at the house. Hey, we caught a ghost on camera last night. Oh boy, gonna have to check that out momentarily. What happened in A Line in the Sand? That is the episode where you had Jay on his motorcycle and he goes super fast and, you know, they have the slow motion time blade. That's that one. So, you know, yeah, I kind of hesitated. You know, I don't really remember what happened in that episode either. It's the one with motorcycle. There you go. Ugh, as I take a sip of my water there. Yeah, apparently they caught a ghost on the Ring camera. Can't wait to see what that's all about. This one looks kind of even. 50-50. Okay. I kind of prefer Blackout. Yeah, Blackout's probably the better one of those two for me. I don't mind the love triangle. Maybe that's another hot take of mine. I don't mind the J. Cole, Nia love triangle. At least it was kind of interesting, right? I don't know. Kind of interesting. But in terms of this poll, we're going to let it run to 2 minutes just because it's kind of even. Whatever the end result is at 2 minutes, that's what we're going to be rolling with. Yeah, 2 J's existing. True, yeah. Very famous episode or animation mistake from this episode. Jay's riding his motorcycle, and it cuts back to the ninja team, and Jay himself is in the group too. So there's 2 J's. It's really funny. I have no idea. You know. Love the love triangle. Yeah, me too. It's not that bad. I wouldn't say I love it, you know, but it's not that bad. I think people treat it like it's a lot worse than what it is. So, I don't know. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Doing okay. Having a pretty good day so far. Very productive, very energetic day. I feel good. I feel like I slept well. So we're here today. We're doing stream. Hopefully the rest of the day goes well too. Bada bing, bada boom. Jay has a twin. Exactly. So with 2 minutes done, let's see who won, or lost in this case. Let's see. Blackout. Okay, so according to you guys, Blackout is a worse episode than A Line in the Sand. All right, so going back to our bracket, let's bump up Blackout. I'm not really sure if you can call this a win or maybe a loss. I don't know. This is kind of interesting. The episodes that advance, are they winners or losers? It's kind of hard to say. Over here, though, we have another Hands of Time episode. That is Scavengers versus Craig's Lament from Season 11. So let's roll with that. And we're going to have Season 3 pictures in the background, too, because Blackout won. So we have Scavengers versus Craig's Lament. That's the next one that we're doing here. Which episode... Oops, I spelled episode wrong. Which episode is worse? Alrighty. Let's get that one rolling. Copy. Scavengers. Scavengers is the episode where they fight in that abandoned warehouse. Very strange episode. I don't know. That episode just kind of feels like a nothing episode, you know? Kind of going through these episodes and reminding myself of what they are. Yeah, Scavengers doesn't really seem like it has substance, but I don't know. Maybe you guys will feel different about it. I don't know. I know for sure Craig's Lament is not a favorite episode of mine either, so let's vote on that. Which episode is worse? Yes? Yes. Scavengers or Craig's Lament? Take a vote. They're minifigures. Yeah, that's why I'm not really sure why people take shipping super seriously in the Ninjago community. At the end of the day, they're just pieces of plastic. I'd like to ship this piece of plastic with this piece of plastic. It's like, all right, cool. No, I'm going to tell you that you're wrong, you know? You're wrong for shipping these 2 pieces of plastic. I don't know why people care so much. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, does it? Have I watched Miss Marvel episode 3 yet? Yeah, I did. I didn't think it was the best thing ever. Miss Marvel episode 2 and 3 have not been my favorite. Episode 1 wasn't too bad. I liked episode 1 quite a bit, actually. But episodes 2 and 3, I don't know. Not my favorite thing ever. Not my favorite thing. Yeah, Craig's Lament is that weird episode that focuses on Craig, right? I'm not a huge fan of the Craig character, so, anything with Craig in it's kind of a bad decision for me, kind of a bad move for me. I don't know. Scavengers, they fight in that warehouse at the end. They find the Vermilion in the warehouse, and they have that battle. It's not really a memorable episode, so I can understand why some folks are kind of confuzzled. Who's Craig? The big Yeti guy. The big Yeti from Season 11's Ice Chapter. He's like the big, he's a Yeti. He's the abominable snowman, Big Yeti, big monkey-looking guy. Except he's Snow Monkey. There you go. Snow Monkey. Oh boy. Let's see. Like Craig, but it was painful seeing that creature who didn't fully understand what was going on get beat up. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of heartbreaking. That's kind of how it goes in real life too, right? With animals or whatever. I understand. I will say Cole fighting Craig was kind of weird. I don't know. Craig is just kind of a mixed bag for me. I'm not a huge fan of Craig, I think it's cool that they included someone like that. They included like another creature like that, That's kind of cool to see. But I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. Craig is just kind of non-existent for me. Yeah, his family was killed by Zane. Craig kind of has a tragic backstory when you think about it. In terms of the poll, it's been 2 minutes. Let's wrap that up. Let's see what won. Craig's Lament. Okay, so Craig's Lament moves on to the next round. Interesting. Where's our screen share? There you go. Craig's Lament moves on. Is that a win or a loss? Could not tell you still. Over here we have 2 Season 11 episodes. We have Wasted True Potential or The News Never Sleeps. Which episode is the worst episode? All right, let's roll with that for a little bit. Let's get Ice Chapter pictures in the background. Something that I noticed about this this ranking too, this poll, all of the lowest rated episodes on IMDb, a lot of them come out of Season 11. Not sure what that says about the Ninjago community, or I'm not sure what that says about Season 11 in a nutshell, but a lot of these episodes do come from Season 11. I don't think that's coincidence. Wasted True Potential, if I could spell potential correctly, that'd be nice. Or The News Never Sleeps. Isn't that the story of my life? There you go. Take a vote. What is your least favorite of these 2 episodes? Which episode is worse? There's also a lot of episodes from Season 2 on this list, too. I feel like, for the most part, the Ninjago community just does not like Season 11 episodes, and they don't like Season 2 episodes. I can understand why. Season 11 being kind of a departure as to what we knew previously, not being the smoothest transition from Season 10 to Season 11, I understand that. In terms of Season 2 episodes, I just feel like a lot of those episodes are kind of like a waste of time to some people. Some of those are especially a waste of time in my opinion, but again, that's just my opinion there. So Season 11 is kind of bad. I mean, it's definitely my least favorite season, right? If I had to pick a season that's my least favorite, I'm going to have to go with Season 11. And I will say, Season 11 has some good stuff about it. There's a lot of good stuff happening in that season, but it's just my least favorite. If I had to rank all of them, that would be one of my least favorites. In addition to, obviously, Day of the Departed. Not sure if you can count that as a season, though. So, there you go. Hi, Momo. Yes, I see you. You want attention. I see you. Let's go ahead and end off that poll there. Seems like Wasted True Potential has won, or lost in this case. Not lost, but lost with a T. Going back to our bracket. Where is our bracket? There we go. Let's bump up Wasted True Potential. Yeah, I'd say that one's kind of worse than The News Never Sleeps. Yeah, I can agree with that. Over here, we have the Kaiju Protocol versus Snakebit. Something tells me I know what's going to win this. Yeah, Snakebit. I was kind of surprised to see that one rated so lowly. I was kind of surprised that one was so low on IMDb. It's not that bad. I don't think it's near the bottom of the food chain, in my opinion, right? Snakebit, or what else did I say? Oh, yeah, the Kaiju Protocol. The Kaiju Protocol, everybody's favorite episode, right? From what I've seen, the Kaiju Protocol might be one of the community's least favorite episodes. But hey, maybe you guys will surprise me here. Take a vote. Isn't even a necessary episode. Snakebit was awesome. Yeah, Snakebit was pretty cool. I like Snakebit a lot. I'm not really sure why it's rated so low on IMDb. I was kind of surprised about that, to be honest. It's not a bad episode. Classic stuff goes down in that episode. You got Jay fighting that giant robot made by his dad. His mom and dad turning into snaky snakes. Good episode all around. And then you have the Kaiju Protocol, which features Pixel fighting the Preeminent. Doesn't really make much sense, but Certainly existed, right? Certainly existed. That's another one of those episodes from season 11 that a lot of people just do not like. And I can see why. Kaiju Protocol's like a fever dream. That's a pretty good way of summarizing that episode. Can you do your Ed impression? What's my Ed impression? Oh, take a note, Edna. Gotta build a giant robot for our son to fight. The old jalopy. Good lord. I kind of always wanted them to make a jalopy set, you know, like making that car as a set. It's a lot of fun. I like that car. I like Ed and Edna. I was so happy to finally add their minifigures to my collection. Of course, they had minifigures in the Ninjago movie, if you guys didn't know. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and end off that poll. Seems like the Kaiju Protocol has won. Or lost. I don't know. Kaiju Protocol, yeah, describing it as a fever dream. That's a pretty good way of describing that episode. I will say, yeah, the visuals weren't too bad. The visuals were cool. Kind of reminded me of older monster movies. But then again, the episode itself just felt unnecessary, you know? It's a good way of summarizing it. Unnecessary fever dream. Yeah, I know. So surprising, right? Big shocker. Big upset. Kaiju Protocol was rated worse than an episode that's actually decent. Imagine that. Over here, we have the absolute worst versus, what is that? Ninja Ball Run? Oh, okay. Absolute worst versus Ninja Ball Run. I don't know which one I'd personally vote for. They're kind of both bad, right? Kind of both bad. I mean, I liked the absolute worst for the new art style. I thought that was creative. You know, it's fun when Ninjago experiments. Ninja Ball Run is one of my least favorite episodes of the original season, or not season, but series rather. You know, I'm not sure which episode I'd say is worse. I might have to flip a coin on this one personally. Yeah, they have minifigures. I'd recommend grabbing them if you guys so desire to have them in your collection. They're actually pretty cheap on Bricklink. I'm not sure if a lot of people actually want those guys. Ed and Edna. I'm not too sure. And those designs are actually canon to the show now, too, because that's how they appeared in Seabound. So if that gives you even more of a reason to get those minifigures, there you go. Check out bricklink.com. I just made a Bricklink order last night. Bought some parts because I want to make a mock. Been trying to make a mock for the past several months, and I want to continue making it, so I had to order some parts, and I just got paid, so, you know, figured I could splurge a little bit on parts. Why not, right? Absolute worst or Ninja Ball Run. Yeah, Ninja Ball Run. My dad used to watch that episode with me. Like I told you guys before, my dad used to watch Ninjago episodes with me a lot when I was younger. Ninja Ball Run was one that I remember us watching because he really liked the movie Cannonball Run. And Cannonball Run is another racing movie. We watched that movie after we watched the episode. And Ninja Ball Run is not really a good representation of Cannonball Run. I will say that. It's not great. I will say, though, in terms of the poll, seems like you guys have voted for the absolute worst. I can agree with that. I will say, though, Ninja Ball Run I might have voted for. I might have voted for that one myself. But the absolute worst being the loser in this scenario, I can understand where you guys are coming from. I get it. I understand. Going over to our bracket then. Where is our bracket? There's our bracket. Let's bump up the absolute worst and move over to this side where we have Double Trouble. That is Double Trouble, right? Yes, Double Trouble versus Snake-tastrophe. Double Trouble versus Snake-tastrophe. All right, let's see. Let's get some pictures rolling there. Once again, we're using season 11 pictures because obviously, right? I don't think the absolute worst is worse than what was the other one? Ninja Ball Run. I'd probably vote for Ninja Ball Run, to be honest with you. Let's see. But in terms of this one, what do we have? What did I just say? Double Trouble versus Snake-tastrophe. All right, Double Trouble. Double Trouble's kind of funny. I like Double Trouble, you know, the episode with the evil ninja. That one's pretty fun. Snake-tastrophe, another one of those forgettable episodes. How do you even spell Snake-tastrophe? Could not tell you. Snake-tastrophe. Yeah, let's go with that. It's not a real word, so who cares? I'm going to spell it like that. If that's right, awesome. If not, I do not really care. Take a vote. What's your least favorite of these two? Double Trouble or Snake-tastrophe? Double Trouble's a fun episode, but so is Snake-tastrophe. Guess I'll vote for Snake-tastrophe. What one was Snake-tastrophe? That's a good question. Is that the one where the Pyro Vipers are invading Ninjago City and it just focuses on the chaos and the carnage? That's not too shabby of an episode. But then again, it kind of reminds me of The News Never Sleeps, you know, because you kind of have that crossover going. I don't know. Just messed up stuff, man. Shay C, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Spelt it right. Awesome. fantastic. Can't believe I spelled that right. I was totally just winging that one there. Yeah, in terms of the Bizarro Ninja, yeah, I like those guys quite a bit. I like the bit where they're throwing dodgeballs at the kids. That's a lot of fun. Did I mention I kissed Nia? What? You did what? And then Evil Jay is just such a Chad. He just walks up and down the street. They're all Chads, let's be real. I've always said, what would make Double Trouble even more fun is if you took all the scenes with the Bizarro Ninja and put in the music from Spider-Man 3, where Toby's dancing. That would just make the episode perfect. Beautiful. Snake-Catastrophe is the one with all the ads, all the advertisements. Oh yeah, speaking of ads, I have the weird ability now to display ads over the stream. I'm not sure what that does. I don't really want to try that. I just figured I'd let you guys know. I logged into YouTube today and they were like, hey, advertise some ads during your stream. You'll get paid for it. I'm like, I don't know about that, man. I mean, we're already getting quite a bit of income during these streams, right? I mean, donations are pretty spectacular, so I don't think we need to disturb you guys with ads, right? I don't think I'm gonna do that for that to you guys, but I will say YouTube just gives me that option, so whatever. In terms of the poll, who won? Snake-Catastrophe. All right, let's go over to the bracket. Snake-Catastrophe. There you go. Boom. I just want to point out we have 5 season 11 episodes in the top 8 right now. There you go. Fortunately, we're going to get some diversity down here. Seems like we don't have any more Season 11 episodes on the list. So, over here we have... What is this? What is this? Rise of the Snakes versus... What is that one down there? Why can't I... Oh, Pirates versus Ninja. Okay. Pirates versus Ninja versus Rise of the Snakes. Another... I don't know. Another episode, Rise of the Snakes. Another episode that I don't think deserves to be on here. You know, like Rise of the Snakes episode 1, I thought that was a pretty good start. You know, I thought that was a pretty good start to the entire Ninjago series. I was kind of surprised to see that one rated so low too. Rise of the Snakes versus Pirates versus Ninja. That one makes a lot of sense. That one makes a lot of sense. Pirates versus Ninja is one of my least favorite episodes of the entire Ninjago series. But Rise of the Snakes, yeah, I don't think that one's bad at all. I was kind of surprised to see that one rated so low. That and Snake Bit were like the 2 surprises for me. Not sure why. A lot of the earlier episodes were rated kind of low. Couldn't really tell you guys why. There you go. Maybe we could do this next week, but with some of the highest rated episodes. That could be fun. A lot of the highest rated episodes is stuff that you'd expect. Like Green Destiny, I think, is the #1 highest rated episode of Ninjago. Also, the Council of the Crystal King is rated pretty high too. And that's a recent one. That's kind of a... That makes sense though, right? That makes sense. But yeah, maybe we could do this next week with the best rated episodes. Could be an interesting contrast. Do worst episodes this week, best episodes next week. That could be a lot of fun. They're both good, but one has Dareth. Yeah, I don't know if I'd call Pirates versus Ninja good, you know? I mean, I get why people would call it good. I can understand why some people would like it. But yeah, I mean, Pirates versus Ninja is part of the reason why I really hate the character of Dareth. It's because of that episode right there. That episode specifically. It's just messed up. Oh, man. Why don't we go ahead and wrap up that poll? Pirates versus Ninja has won. Yeah, I'm not going to vote for... Not going to vote for Rise of the Snakes. That episode is not too bad. Hi, Momo. You cannot rub your head up against the microphone. That makes a very bad noise. No. But thank you, Momo, for being here. I appreciate the moral support. Going back to our bracket. Where is our bracket? There we go. Let's bump up Pirates versus Ninja, as if we expected anything less. Over here, we have Dungeon Party versus... Darkness Shall Rise. That's another surprise. Yeah, 3 surprises for me. Darkness Shall Rise... I don't think it's that too bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. Let's see. Dungeon Party, though. Yeah, I can see why people don't like Dungeon Party. It's another one of those anime episodes, quote-unquote anime. Thank you, Ninjago Fan Toy Reviews, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Let's see. What are we talking about here? Dungeon Party. You have Dungeon Party, and then you have Dungeon Crawl. Both next to each other, too. Very strange. Darkness Shall Rise is the first episode of Season 2. That's the one where the ninja all have jobs, and they're trying to pay for Lloyd, or try to pay for that apartment to train Lloyd, you know? They all have day jobs. That's fun. I like that one. But which episode is worse? We got Dungeon Party or Darkness Shall Rise. Again, I'm not voting for Darkness Shall Rise. I'm voting for Dungeon Party, because at least with that episode, I can say that it's, you know, not as good as Darkness Shall Rise. I don't mind the older, or not the older anime art style. It's kind of like an 80s cartoon art style in Dungeon Party. And also they kind of explain the backstory of the Upleys, so I don't know. Couldn't tell you. You hate Darkness Shall Rise? Well, there you go. I guess that's why it's rated so low, right? Maybe there are some people that don't like it. I don't know. I've always just kind of assumed that a lot of people liked that episode. What if Garmadon dances like Milo from Morbius? I don't know if I'd like that very much. I don't know if I'd appreciate that very much. But hey, I guess we'll just have to see what happens, right? I guess we'll just have to see what goes down. A lot of stuff is going to happen in Crystallized. Maybe we'll get a Garmadon dancing sequence. I did notice during that Milo dancing sequence during Morbius, he ties his tie twice. He ties it once earlier in the dance, and then later on at the very end, he ties the tie again. I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe he took the tie off and then put it back on for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, Morbius is a very strange movie. Kind of like a nothing movie. Like I said, it doesn't really have any substance to it. It just kind of exists, and I could have went the rest of my life without seeing it. But I will say, even with having seen it now, my life is no different. Extra tight. There you go. In terms of which episode is worse of this selection, yeah, Dungeon Party 1 makes sense. I would have voted for that one as well. Going back to our bracket, we have ourselves our top 8, which now consists of Blackout, Craig's Lament, Wasted True Potential, The Kaiju Protocol, The Absolute Worst, Snake-Tastrophe, Pirates vs. Ninja, and Dungeon Party. Let's get this rolling by taking a look at this matchup. Blackout or Wasted True Potential? Alright, let's go with that. Blackout or Wasted True Potential, as Momo plays with a plastic bag. Momo, don't play with that, please. That's not good. Oh, no, no, no. Blackout versus... What did I just say? Blackout versus Wasted True Potential? Yeah. Wasted True Potential. Alright. Take a vote. We also have a couple of donations to talk about. Alright. Jose with the $4.99. Let's see, that could have called the German Dungeon Seinfeld from Cards Against Humanity. Not really sure about that message, Jose.
Not want you to do this, brother.
Not really sure what you're asking me there. I'm gonna have to adjust my glasses. Maybe I could read it a little bit more closely. Seinfeld, yeah? I don't know about that. I did play Cards Against Humanity, though. I liked Cards Against Humanity. It's a lot of fun.
Not want you to do this, brother.
Oh, and we have another $2 from Aaron Acorn. Thank you, Aaron, for the $2 donation. Morbius feels like an acid trip without taking acid. I mean, you're not wrong in saying that. You're not wrong in saying that. It just kind of just... I don't know. It just felt like I was just... I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe how I felt when watching Morbius. I don't know. That's a good way of describing it, though. I guess we could go with that. But thank you for the donations there, Jose and Aaron Acorn. I appreciate the contributions to the channel. Thank you very much. In terms of which episode is worse, Wasted True Potential has gained the most amount of votes. Why is Blackout on this list? Because Blackout was one of the lowest rated episodes on IMDb, possibly due to the love triangle, you know, kicking it into high gear during that episode. Oh boy. Did I see the masterpiece Jetfire? He's my favorite Transformer, but it's almost $300. I thought I saw pictures of the masterpiece Jetfire. I'm probably not going to get it. I don't really care about Jetfire that much personally, but I'm glad he's your favorite. That's awesome. He does have a pretty sweet design, I will say. Jetfire from G1 specifically. Going over to the bracket, Wasted True Potential. Yep, bumping that up to the top 4. Over here, we have Craig's Lament versus the Kaiju Protocol. Let's just get that one done and over with. I was also going to talk to you guys, if you guys are Transformers fans, I was going to ask you, is the Studio Series Coronation Starscream worth getting? I was kind of considering buying it, but I have no idea if it's worth getting. Is that worth it? I also don't have the Earthrise one. Just figured I'd let you guys know. I don't have any Starscream toys, so I was kind of assuming maybe that one would be a nice Starscream figure to add to my collection, but I cannot say for sure. What do we have? Craig's Lament versus the Kaiju Protocol. Kaiju Protocol. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Take a vote. What's your least favorite?
Father
Let's do it.
Would not want you to do this,
Ooh.
brother.
We got Lol, I am a robot with a $2 donation. Aside from Harumi, who do I ship Lloyd with? That is an excellent question. A lot of people just assume I hate the other Lloyd ships. Not true. I love Lloyd and Akita. Lloyd and Akita is very cute. I like Akita and Lloyd together. They make for a cute couple. Probably a little bit more of a healthier couple than than Lloyd and Harumi, let's be real. I'm not a huge fan of any other ships aside from those two, though. Can't think of any others. I mean, Lloyd and Kai is pretty popular. I don't really see that one happening, though. I'm not a huge supporter of that one. Lloyd and Harumi or Lloyd and Akita. Those two for sure. But I appreciate the donation, lol, I'm a robot. Thank you for the $2 donation. Yes, it's worth it. Okay, because I have to do some grocery shopping afterwards, and usually my Target has a lot of those Coronation Starscreams in stock. I was kind of considering grabbing one. Figured that could make for a neat display, especially since I just got Legacy Galvatron. If I could put those two together, that could make for a fun display. Coronation Starscream. This is bad comedy. In terms of which episode is worse, Kaiju Protocol. Yep, I agree with that one 100%. Yeah, I figured it was just the Earthrise mold, just with brighter paint and all the other accessories. That makes sense. I don't have the Earthrise one. If I already had the Earthrise Starscream, I probably wouldn't bother with the Coronation one. But since I don't have Earthrise, figured I might buy the Coronation Starscream. Going back to the bracket, let's bump up Kaiju Protocol. Makes sense to me. Over here we have the absolute worst versus Pirates versus Ninja. Another pretty sticky situation here. Not sure which one I'd vote for in this situation either. Absolute worst, Pirates versus Ninja. Okay, let's talk about that. Yeah, I just figured I'd let you guys know, or ask you guys if Coronation Starscream is worth it, because I know we've got a lot of Transformers fans in the chat too. Let's see. What did I say? I keep on forgetting. What's wrong with me? The absolute worst versus Pirates versus Ninja. Do you guys remember? Might be a little bit before your time, but back when Ninjago Season 2 was coming out, people saw the leaked episode titles, Pirates vs. Ninja being one of them, and just assumed that pirates were going to be the main villains of Season 2. I remember those days very vividly. There was going to be a... Alright, we're back. For some reason, OBS decided to die. I don't know why, but we're here. We're good. We're back. That was kind of weird. OBS just kind of dipped for a second, and they were like, oh... see ya, I gotta go. And then they came back 10 seconds later. OBS was like, I'm alive, guys. So not sure if you guys saw any lag there. If you did, OBS just kind of quit, but came back randomly. Very bizarre. What the heck, OBS? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Yeah, people thought that pirates were going to be the villains of Season 2. Turns out, though, that was just for one episode. But yeah, what a time to be alive. What a time to be a part of the Ninjago community. Thought it was your internet. No, it was OBS that randomly quit and then came back to life. Not sure why. Very bizarre. In terms of which episode is worse, though, I think we're going to end it off there. We're going to end off that poll right there with the absolute worst winning. Seems to be a pretty, not very even split, but I could totally see why you guys would vote for the absolute worst. I understand. Frank Welker is the real Megatron? Yeah, that's about right. I can't really imagine anybody else playing that role. I mean, Hugo Weaving for the movies wasn't too bad, but Frank Welker, man, he's like the OG. Can't go wrong with him. Absolute Worst has won or lost, depending on what you think. There we go. Absolute Worst joins the top 4. Over here, we have Snake-Tastrophe versus Dungeon Party. Let's go ahead and discuss which episode is worse of those two. Snake-Tastrophe or Dungeon Party. Here we go. Let's take a vote, people. Oh boy, now I need to spell Snake-Tastrophe again. Snake-Tastrophe. Yes? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Versus Dungeon Party. You got Dungeon Party and you got Dungeon Crawl. Oh, man. Alright, take a vote. What are you thinking? What are you guys thinking? Dareth is the best character in Ninjago to exist. Change my mind. I'm not going to try to change your mind. I mean, if you like Dareth, that's totally A-okay. I'm glad you can appreciate and enjoy a character that I personally cannot. That's what I'll say to that. I personally just think Dareth is not a very good character, but that's just my opinion. That's just me. Have I watched Stranger Things? No, I haven't watched Stranger Things. Can't bring myself to vote for Dungeon Party. Yeah, I mean, Dungeon Party is not a bad episode. It definitely shows us the origins of the Upley. That's kind of cool, right? I think just a lot of people take issue with the animation, which is totally fine if you do. It's kind of a departure from what we've seen before. But I kind of like the old school 80s style animation, kind of harkening back to shows like He-Man. So it's not too bad. It's okay. Starscream legit looks at a purple dude with a different voice, different build, rounder body. It just assumes it's Megatron. I mean, I guess Starscream just kind of had it in the back of his head. Oh, hey, if some crazy dude shows up trying to kill me, it's probably going to be Megatron. Let's be real. But then again, can Starscream die, though? He does have that mutated spark or whatever. You guys remember that episode of Beast Wars where he possessed Waspinator? That was crazy. Man, Beast Wars is such a good show, man. Starscream is a god among man. True. Very true. And I don't have any Starscream toys, so I kind of want that Coronation one now. It's not like I'm not going to be able to find one. I mean, geez, they already have a whole bunch of them at my local Target because nobody wants to buy him. What the heck, man? Thoughts on Soundwave? Soundwave is my favorite Transformer. If I had to pick one Transformers character to be my favorite, I'd go with Soundwave. He is my boy. Have his Masterpiece figure up there. I got the 3-0 Soundwave figure over there, the big statue that's like 1.5 feet tall. Have that one over there. Soundwave is my boy. Please, Lego, make Lego Soundwave. I'd be very appreciative of that work. Do we think Kai ever replaces his Band-Aid? What if I said no? What if I just said no, huh? What if Kai didn't replace his Band-Aid? That'd be disgusting. According to the poll, it seems like Snake-Tastrophe won with a 50%, 49% split. In previous situations like this, we just took whatever one had 50. Usually these polls don't add up to 100%. We've already determined that. YouTube is kind of crazy when it comes to their polls and what the percentages add up to. But we're just going to give the victory to Snake-Tastrophe there. Or not the victory, but the loss, depending on what you guys want to call it. We're just going to give it to Snake-Tastrophe just to be consistent. I would say we'll flip a coin, but then we have to do that for all the rest of the polls that end up like this. So we're just going to be consistent with what we've previously done in this situation and just give Snake-Tastrophe the edge there. So Snake-Tastrophe gets bumped up to the top 4. So here we have our top 4. Most hated episodes, apparently. We got Wasted True Potential, The Kaiju Protocol, The Absolute Worst, or Snake-Tastrophe. All Season 11 episodes. Oh, man. What does that tell us about Season 11? I don't know. I kind of like it at some points, right? Season 11 is not a bad season. It's just kind of underwhelming, right? So, let's get started here. Wasted True Potential versus The Absolute Worst. Here we go. The big leagues. Let's do it. Wasted True Potential versus The Absolute Worst. Let's get that matchup going. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, all Season 11 episodes. Pretty whack, right? Let's see. Wasted True Potential, or The Absolute Worst. Ooh, not Absolute Worst, but The Absolute Worst. There we go. Let's do it. Nia needs to tell Kai about his Band-Aid stuff. Someone just needs to explain to Kai that the Band-Aid doesn't look cool, you know? That's the reason why Kai wears it. Is that he's like, oh, this makes me look awesome. No, the Band-Aid makes you look stupid. Take it off. It smells, man. At least to clean yourself every now and then. Why does it feel like Kai wouldn't really shower very often? Why does Kai kind of seem like that type of person that just doesn't shower? Oh, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little bit too hard on Kai. Maybe I'm poking him a little bit too much there. If Kai doesn't replace his Band-Aid, does he not shower? I mean, that's exactly what I'm saying, right? What mock am I working on? Still trying to make the Earth Driller work. Still trying to figure that out. But I'm also trying to update the Overlord Dragon too. With the Crystal King coming out, I got the idea to maybe try to revamp the Overlord Dragon again from Legacy. Make it a little bit more show accurate, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Going to be working on both of them at the same time. I'll give you guys updates if I ever get that far. If I ever get that far. I'll try my best. He's aquaphobic, so he might not. I mean, maybe. Is there a way to like take like a dry shower? Is that possible? I don't know. I usually just hop in the shower and call it good from there. Not sure what aquaphobes do about showers or baths or whatever. Maybe you guys could enlighten me in the chat. In terms of which episode is worse, though, The Absolute Worst takes the cake there. That is the most hated of those two. I'd probably vote for Wasted True Potential, to be honest, but maybe that's just, maybe that's the unpopular opinion. I don't know. Going back to the bracket, we have a contender, or at least the first contender for the top 2. absolute worst, joins the rank, or, introduces the top two, I guess you could say. Then we have Kaiju Protocol versus Snake-Tastrophe. Oh boy, let's get that one going. The winner of this will face off against the absolute worst in the finals. Keep that in mind. We got Snake-Tastrophe, and the Kaiju Protocol. All right. Protocol. Here we go. All right. Take a vote. Maybe he uses dry shampoo. Just spray it out of your hair. Or you just spray it on your hair. I see. Okay. Yeah, dry shampoo. Never used that before. Like I said, I just take regular showers. Use the shampoo, use the soap, and you're good to go. Just clean yourself, you know what I'm saying? According to Megatron, Coronation is just bad comedy. True. Coronation, Starscream. This is bad comedy. Megatron, is that you? No, it's not me, Starscream. I'm Galvatron. That's how the dialogue goes, right? What do you say his name was? Thank you, the Archer, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Press the button. Certainly. Where is my button? Where are you, button? All right. Here's a hint. Yes. Has Waffle chewed on any Lego? No, thankfully Waffle has not chewed on any Lego lately. I keep a lot of my Lego sets on the high shelves, and thankfully she's not one of those cats that can climb the shelves. Thank goodness. She can't figure out that she can climb the shelf, so that's good. She hasn't figured that out just yet, meaning my Lego sets are safe and sound. Why don't we end off that poll right there? How often do I shower? Every day. Every day I shower. I don't think you're supposed to shower every day, right? But I do it. If I don't shower every day, I just feel dirty and disgusting. So I need to shower every day. I do it every morning. First thing I do when I wake up. In terms of the bracket, let's go ahead and touch on that really quick. Kaiju Protocol has won, right? Yes, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes, okay, cool. So our top two, the absolute worst versus the Kaiju Protocol. Which one of these episodes will be crowned the worst one? Let's find out. I'm sure this is all riveting footage. This is super intense. I kind of expected these two to face off, right? The absolute worst versus the Kaiju Protocol. Oh, Kaijus, why do you protocols? Who is Kaiju and why is he protocoling? All right, take a vote. How do I display my minifigures? I display the minifigures on a stand that I built myself out of Lego. It's kind of like it's your basic minifigure stand. I just, increase the height of the row, or each row gets a height increase. That way you can see the figures in the back. It's, it's very straightforward. It's not the most creative thing ever, but, it's manageable for my current collection. I would like to eventually get one of those giant wood display cases, though. And put all my minifigures in there, and maybe put some lights in there too. That's my ideal way of displaying minifigures, but I unfortunately do not have the space for that type of display just yet, but one day that'll be my display. As of right now, though, nope, not quite yet. What would you do if one of the cats were to knock down the 3-0 sound wave on the floor? I'd be sad more than anything. I'd be kind of heartbroken. I'd be like, oh man. I remember when I bought that thing, I didn't really have much money at the time. I was just kind of transitioning from my old job into doing YouTube, and I had to pay that thing off in increments. It was like $50 a month for me to pay off that thing. I'd be kind of heartbroken. I'd be very sad. Of course, it wouldn't really be the cat's fault. I mean, it's not like they're doing it on purpose, right? I would just be kind of heartbroken. Kind of hurt on the inside, I guess you could say. Yeah, when the poll started off, it was pretty much even, 50-50. But in terms of the poll right now, seems like the absolute worst is winning. So why don't we end it off there? I don't see the absolute worst falling to the Kaiju Protocol here. Seems like that one's gonna win. Both those episodes are just so bad. Yeah, they both have bad things about them personally, but I don't know. I don't mind, but it does seem like in terms of which episode is the absolute worst, it seems like the absolute worst is the absolute worst. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so there you go. The absolute worst is apparently the worst Ninjago episode. We've done it. We've figured it out. I disagree, but that's just me. It's just my opinion. According to you guys, There you go. The absolute worst is the worst one. Yeah, I'd probably vote for the Kaiju Protocol too. I think that one's worse than this one. In fact, I'd say out of all of these episodes, Pirates versus Ninja is probably my least favorite one of this entire list. But that one got knocked out in the second round by the absolute worst. But yeah. There you go. According to you guys, the viewers, the absolute worst is indeed the absolute worst. How about that? I want to do this next week with the best episodes. I think that could be pretty fun to do. Do this, but with the highest rated episodes on IMDb. I think that could be a pretty enjoyable experience. Obviously, just the top 16, because we only have 16 places here. But in terms of the worst episodes, the absolute worst is apparently the absolute worst. How about that? Hopefully, you guys found that enjoyable. We still have a few minutes left in the stream, though, so why don't we go ahead and do some rapid-fire questions, right? Seems like it's about that time. Get some rapid fire questions in the chat. Yeah, how do you guys feel about the absolute worst being the absolute worst? Is that humorous to you? Is that does that make sense? What's your guys' least favorite episode? Let me just ask that. There you go. Maybe if it wasn't called the absolute worst, it wouldn't be the absolute worst. I mean, true, it does kind of advertise itself as the absolute worst, right? So maybe it was destiny. As soon as they named it that, they should have known what was coming. Let's see. Kaiju Protocol is great value. Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim Uprising is the Chinese knockoff. Yeah, I got you. Kaiju Protocol being great value. Pacific Rim. That's a lot of fun. It's like that meme where it's like, Mom, can we have Pacific Rim? We have Pacific Rim at home. And then it's the Pacific Rim at home and it's the Kaiju Protocol. Makes sense. Hate Ninja Ball Run and Wrong Place, Wrong Time. Ninja Ball Run I get. Wrong Place, Wrong Time. I actually kind of like that episode. I like that episode quite a bit. I do agree with you, though. Ninja Ball Run is not a good episode. I will agree with you there. Agree to disagree on Wrong Place, Wrong Time, though. That one's pretty cool in my opinion. Hated Ninja Ball Run, Double Trouble, and Pirates vs. Ninja. Yeah, those episodes aren't super great. I mean, Double Trouble's not bad, but Pirates vs. Ninja, Ninja Ball Run, yeah, not great episodes. What are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we are going to be doing a casual stream. Tomorrow's casual day. Casual Thursdays. No one has to dress up for casual Thursdays. We can all wear t-shirts and hoodies and jeans or whatever people in office buildings do on casual Thursdays or Fridays or whatever. But on Friday we're going to be doing trivia. So, here you go. We're going to be doing trivia on Friday. Tomorrow, though, casual stream. So, looking forward to that. Why am I the only one who likes Ninja Ball Run? I mean, Ninja Ball Run is kind of fun in some areas, so I can see why people would like it. I just thought it was kind of just a waste of time. In fact, a lot of those Mega Weapon episodes, they honestly just felt like filler. I mean, I know the Ninjago community kind of melts down when you say the F word, the F word being filler, but those episodes I do think count. They do qualify. They were just trying to pan out the time until we got to the Stone Army stuff, which needed to somewhat line up with the 2013 sets. Right? So there you go. That's just what I think about those. Do pilot pictures? Sure. We can end on pilots. Sounds good. A couple of you guys are asking for pilots. We can end on the pilots. Long before time had a name, Ninjago existed and came out in 2011. But remember, time doesn't have a name. Why do you keep saying fun? Because it's fun to say fun, and fun things are fun, and fun is fun, and I like having fun. So there you go. Fun, 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 fun. Do you guys like having fun? I like having fun. I like having fun on these streams. These streams are fun. Gosh, heck, I will say fun all I want. Currently wearing a suit and tie. Oh yeah, me too. I'm all dressed up here. I dress super professional for these streams. Should I do that for the 200th stream? Should I go as far as to actually dress like an actual human being? Or should I just wear what I usually wear during the day? That could be pretty fun though if I just come into the 200th stream and dress up, you know, in a suit and be like, yeah, this is what I wear every day. This is my normal attire. Who's the better villain, Darth Vader or Megatron? Depends on what Megatron you're talking about, because there's been many different Megatrons over the years. What do I usually wear? Right now I'm just wearing a t-shirt. It actually is a Squid Game shirt. It says Squid Game on it. It says Squid Game, and it has the little symbols for the cookie game. Got it at Walmart. And I also have basketball shorts on. That's my usual attire. It's kind of like moist critical, you know? That's kind of like how I dress. Just super casual. Old animations look kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, looking back at the pilots, it's kind of interesting to see how far Ninjago has come, right? Ooh, did I buy any of the new Ninjago merch? No, but I definitely should. Maybe I could wear a Ninjago t-shirt for the 200th stream, right? That could be a good idea. dressing up in a Ninjago shirt. Maybe I should do that later on. Is yours black? Yep, it is black. I think we have the same one. Squid Game merch. There you go. Kai eating spaghetti. That needs to be a t-shirt. Somebody should make that. Kai eating spaghetti. Ninjago merch coming soon to a store near you. I just got that weird message again on YouTube. Now would be a good time to insert ads. Creators earn more money inserting ads the more viewers are watching. Give it a try. No, I don't think I will. No, thank you. I don't feel like I need to bombard you guys with ads at the very end of the stream, but I appreciate the offer, YouTube. Thank you very much. 200th stream, 2 hours long. I mean, it might be a little bit longer, right? Weren't we planning on checking out the Ninjago movie, right? Was that the plan for the 200th stream? Screening the Ninjago movie? No one cares, YouTube. I don't want ads. Yeah, that's about right. That's how I feel. Want Tommy's shirt that he was wearing at LegoCon? Yeah, that one was pretty nice, right? That one was pretty nice. Please answer this. Season 15 or 4? Gotta go with season 4. Tournament. That's my favorite. Season. 200th stream, 200 hours. Oh man, I don't know if I could do a 200-hour long stream. That would certainly be an achievement, though. Can you imagine? Good lord. Why don't we go ahead and answer one more question before we wrap things up here today? One more question, and then we will conclude today's live stream. I'm going to take a sip of my water in the meantime. Let's do that. Whew. There we go. Ugh. Excuse me. There we go. Ugh. Don't know what that was all about. Let's get one more question in the chat before we wrap things up here today. Ooh, do I think Nia's powers should come back? No, I do not, and here's why. So you had Nia's sacrifice, right? You had that go down during Seabound. Then, in Crystallized, we took away the powers way too quickly, right? Saved Nia. They should stay gone, because that way there's actually some type of consequence for Nia's actions, you know? I've always thought that maybe she should have stayed in her water form, but I kind of like the idea of her being powerless from now on. I think that's a good way to show that consequences matter when sacrifices happen, you know? It's kind of like how Zane is in his titanium form now. Cole still has that ghost scar, but only sometimes. It would make sense for Nia to have her powers removed, because if she got her powers back, say towards the end of the season, if there's a moment where she powers up once again and helps defeat the Crystal King or whatever, that would feel very cheap. It wouldn't feel like Ninjago had earned that, you know? I feel like they should keep Nia powerless, but that's just my opinion. Should still be a ninja and not Samurai X even without powers. I mean, sure, she could still be a ninja, right? Yeah, she could be a ninja and not have powers. Of course. Nothing is free. The hero must always lose something in the end. I agree wholeheartedly. That is a very good point. Yeah, I don't think Nia should get her powers back. I think Nia should remain powerless. But yeah, that's just me. Guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And with that being said, guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here today. Thank you all so much for tuning in to today's stream, you guys. You guys have been awesome. Here's our streaming schedule. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. And as always, I will let you guys know, community tab, if I can't stream during a given day. You guys know how it goes, right? You guys understand. Until then, guys, thank you all so much for watching. We're going to be back same time, same place tomorrow for another live stream. Very casual live stream tomorrow, so if you guys want to hang out and just ask questions, just kind of hang out and talk about whatever, feel free to tune in tomorrow. Otherwise, on Friday, we're going to be doing Ninjago trivia, so feel free to swing on through for trivia on Friday. Let's get some hugs in the chat. Sounds good. I will give you guys that many hugs. There you go. Yes, casual Thursdays. Yeah, no bots this stream. We did it. We made it through another stream without those pesky bots. We defeated them. But I imagine they'll probably come back sooner than later, right? They always show up eventually. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I sure had a lot of fun doing that tournament bracket, figuring out what the worst episode of Ninjago is, according to you guys, according to the chat. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks a lot for being a fantastic audience. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, all right? Hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.